Flow to Nigeria. My name is Arraigned Obizo. But if you're just joining for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you know when a new episode drops. So there's this popular passage of the Bible that says, "Spare the rod and spoil the child." Yes, we know. But it be like say for Nigeria particularly, we don't use the rod, kill the child, or the child don't suffer. You see that particular passage? Hey Jesus, ew. I don't know the way Nigerian people the way we interpret that particular passage. Many of us use it to brutalize children. For Nigeria, children don't suffer. Any sport they go tell you, the Bible says spare the rod and spoil the child. He says spare the rod and spoil the child. Yes, you should correct your child, correct with love. He not say make you kill him, make you finish him. So on the online, a recent video has been trending where you see a teacher hitting a little boy, a student apparently, in such a manner that you ask yourself, come on, like, does this teacher understand that this is a little boy? Now, the story has it that the boy is 3 years. Yeah, apparently from the video, if you watch the video, which will come up on your screen very soon, if you watch the video, you see that I think the teacher was trying to get the child to write some things, and the child wasn't getting it. And the teacher resorted to some very inhumane way of correcting the child, which is actually crazy. Come on. Even, like, how can you be hitting a child like that? Even an adult, if you hit an adult like that, come on, it will cause serious problem. How much more a child? Like, come on. So this particular video trended on the online and has raised several agitations. And interestingly, the news has it that she has been arrested. Now, before I continue, I want you to look at the video. Like, this is something that, like, come on, it should not even be tolerated in any place at all, at any point in time.
It's like this, right, write 6 for me, write 6, like this, 6, like this, now your 1, 6 1 61. Right. 6 is like this, Your 2. 6 to 62. Right. Like this, that's 6.
Welcome back. So now, I remember that when we were growing up, we used to have those teachers that used to pride themselves, especially I think math teachers and some one kind of teachers, especially when it comes in sciences, they'll always pride themselves with how well they used to like beat people. And it was more like it was a competition among some teachers, like, oh my, I flawed better than teachers will pride and tell you how much they beat students. Now, this particular episode is for all those kind of teachers. It's for teachers who think that what they came to do is actually to beat students. Like, they pride themselves in beating. Now, listen very well. And also for school owners, please listen. So that, not even just school owners, anyone that has children and take pride in beating children anyhow, please pay attention. Now, it's important to establish that under the Constitution, first of all, by virtue of Chapter 4, Section 34, Section 34 of Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution, it guarantees the right of dignity, the right to personal dignity of human person. Every person is entitled to that right, including a child. And the provision of that particular Section 34 is the fact that no person shall be treated in any condescending or degrading manner or given any such punishment that is degrading. Section 34 protects the dignity of persons, which in effect also protects the child. Now, this particular Section 34 is more particularly adopted in the Child Rights Act, particularly Section 11 of the Child Rights Act. Now, if you read that section very well, that section makes provision for the right to dignity of a child. Every child has a right to dignity. That provision it covers the fact that you must treat a child with dignity, to the fact that you shall not inflict on a child any such abuse or manner of assault that is physical, emotional, psychological, any such abuse, he should not even do it. No child should be exposed to any such corporal punishment that degrades the person and human of a child. Now, tell me, that particular video you watched and that act of the teacher, is it not in itself degrading? Every child has a right to dignity of human person. Right to dignity. You can't take it away. You can't separate it. Every child has a right, and the law is clear. You shall not inflict on a child any sort of physical, psychological, emotional abuse. And even goes further to cover sexual abuses against children. So the question is, why is it that we have this recurring in schools? It's something that should be looked into more. And interestingly, in Lagos, for example, you have the Lagos State Safeguard and Child Protection Policy, which was established some time ago in 2016 by the then governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Ambode. It was in fact that, there was an established system where in schools and other children prone for institutions were to establish and enshrine children protection policies. The idea was to make sure that the interests and the rights of children are always protected at all material time. The question is, if we start going to schools, hospitals, and all the places where children, yes, we have children, children are prone to always come to or carry out activities like schools. How many schools have this children protection policy? You find out that most do not have it. Most are not even aware of it. Schools are supposed to have it. Hospitals are supposed to have it. Places where children are prone to always attend or come to for activities, churches, they're supposed to have this, especially in Lagos. It's a Lagos law. Are supposed to yes, it's a Lagos law, the legislation that was made pursuant to the executive order of the then governor in 2016. The interesting part is the particular policy, this particular order and the policies gave out a format for how these policies can be drafted. But no, we do not want to do it. There's a guideline for its enforcement. The question is, how many facilities, how many institutions, how many schools, how many churches, how many hospitals are even aware that this exists? See, when it comes to children, let me tell you, the enforcement of their rights is always taken seriously when it comes to the courts. The courts don't even bat an eyelid. It's always taken utmostly seriously. So this is reiterating the fact that every child has a right to dignity You must treat a child with dignity. The Child Rights Act is clear. Even interestingly, the Lagos State Child's Rights Law also takes this provision provided by the Constitution and even the Child Rights Act. It assimilates it. It enshrines it to the effect that every child has a right to dignity. So you shall not, I reiterate it again because it's making no be like say I did waste my time. So you hear it very well, that's why you hear. Whether you're a teacher or whether you're a parent, this one itself is even it also happens amongst people who have house girls, house boys, and house nannies. No be your pikin, no be you born am, so you want to kill him or her. You pride in beating. Apart from beating, any such act that is degrading against a child is punishable under the law. The law is clear on it. It is punishable under the law. There are punishments for it. You can be actually prosecuted for an abuse against the child. Child abuse. You know they drag them. Apart from flogging, there are those ones that would prefer to use hot knife or hot spoon or hot that. You don't get conscious if you're Peking. The interesting part is even your own child, whether it's even if it's your child, you can also be prosecuted for any such abuse against even your own child. So let's not think it's just someone else's child. No. The law does not say your own child or it must be another. No, the law is clear. In the protection of the rights of every every child. The Child Rights Act, be it the Child Rights Act, be it the Lagos Child Rights Law, or Child Rights Law of any concerned state. The Constitution has enshrined these provisions also to cover. It says, see, when it talks about citizen, it talks about any person. It didn't say, and when you define person or citizen, the child is included. That particular child is also included. It's protected. The citizen, that child you're beating, that Nigerian child is a citizen under the law, and it will cover it. So please, let's see. This thing is recurring in schools these days. The other time I was opportunity to be going to work, and I was seeing the way one woman was hitting her house help on the road. You send the child to, possibly the child made a mistake. It got something different from what you asked. Yes, it says, okay, yes. It says spare the rod and spoil the child. You agree. You want to treat the child, you want to correct the child. A few little soft strikes are okay, but no. This one you beat like say you're beating an animal by a thief in the middle of the road. The crazy part is people were looking. Until some of us had to start agitating. Hey, madam, I better calm down. Those keke guys that were around, I said, okay, stop, madam. But they were all there watching. The thing is, it's our collective responsibility to protect the interests and the rights of every child around us. So let's be more responsive. Whether you're a child owner, whether you're a parent, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a guardian, whether you're a priest, a pastor, a clergyman, anybody you are, you have a responsibility to protect the rights of the child around you, especially against physical, emotional, and psychological abuse. So let's take it more serious. So this is Lottery Nigeria. Don't forget to like, share, comment, hit the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications so you know when a new episode drops. And don't forget to always stay out of trouble. This is not 2025. I beg in the name of God, make them no catch you on the wrong side of the law. Until next time, stay tuned.